September 28th. Welcome to Adam's Birthday Book, where each and every day we look into the mysteries of birthdays and their significance on your life path. Today's birthday is September 28th. If you were born on this day, happy birthday. Alright. Let's get started. September 28th. The Day of the Heartbreakers. Those born on September 28th are highly capable of winning and keeping the affections of those whom they desire. This does not necessarily mean that they are physically more beautiful than others, but rather that they have a kind of seductive charm which can melt a cold heart and send one's blood rushing. Sometimes they can be extremely exasperating and upsetting, but this again is part of their stimulative power. September 28th people display a talent for inflicting pain which matches their ability to please. Which they affect depends on the mood they are in, or sometimes on their occupation or primary interest. In all fairness to them, their scorecard usually shows that they suffer at least as much as those with whom they are involved. In this respect they can appear disarmingly simple and human. Those born on this day often have many lovers over the years, at least in their younger days, and are rarely fully satisfied by any of them. Saying they are difficult to please is not exactly true, but rather that over the long haul they tend to bore easily or allow personal differences to get on their nerves. It is fortunate that they are not by nature calculating people, at least in terms of grand schemes, otherwise they would be quite deadly. Taken up with love, seduction and sex usually in that order, for their own sake, their motives are rarely underhanded, and although they could easily take advantage of others consciously or unconsciously, they rarely permit themselves to do so. Destruction can be an important theme in the lives of September 28th people, running the gamut from romantic heartbreaking to intellectual brain bashing to physical pounding. This, again, does not imply sadistic intent at all. It is simply that their role seems to be to break down the defenses of others, which they accomplish with a varied array of weapons. As irresistible forces they may meet their match when they encounter immovable objects. But those born on this day are drawn toward challenges of all types and do not consider a struggle even worth their time unless enacted with a powerful adversary. Lovers of beauty, as well as strength, they are helpless when confronted with highly sensual people, art or natural phenomena. They might even be said to worship beauty, and in this respect must beware of elevating their love object or even themselves to a godlike position. Although those born on this day do not sound as if they are at all suited to family life, they can make dependable family members. Loyal to the extreme, they will rarely if ever forsake a friend in need. Yet those who live with or are involved with them must understand their particular attractive powers as well as their weaknesses. Often September 28th people do not have a lot of willpower. In the face of their passions, they are like a leaf blown in the wind nonetheless. When they sin, it is usually with a full awareness of what they are doing. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 28th of the month are ruled by the number 1, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, and by the sun. Those ruled by the number 1 are typically individual, highly opinionated, and eager to rise to the top. Because September 28th people tend to be romantic types emphasized by Venus's rulership of their astrological sign Libra, they must beware of being distracted from their life's purpose by their propensity to charm and seduce. The sun symbolizes strong creative energy and fire, which is best kept flowing steadily rather than allowed to sporadically flare out of control. Tarot. The first card of the major arcana is the Magician, who symbolizes intellect, communication, information and magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks takes the form of a hat, in others a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is that the magician recognizes the cyclical and unending nature of life and is empowered by this understanding. The positive traits suggested by this first card include diplomatic skill and shrewdness, but, negatively, lack of scruples and opportunism. The choice rests with the September 28th person whether to exercise his or her seductive power with honesty, kindness and restraint. Health. Those born on September 28th will want to look good. However, their passions may tend to undermine their health. Therefore they should make an effort to keep their diet in bounds, which can be difficult for them because their craving for rich and aesthetically beautiful or exotic dishes is strong. Drinking and smoking come all too naturally to many September 28th people, and these can cause great damage to their health over the long run. Birth control methods of all types should be used with great care by September 28th women. Both sexes must be particularly careful about sexually transmitted diseases. Advice. At some point in your life you will have to make hard decisions concerning your actions. Fight the impulse to procrastinate. Pain can be minimized by making choices earlier in life rather than later. Do periodic assessments of your progress. Meditation. Nietzsche was fond of saying that acts of love take place beyond good and evil. Thank you for joining me today on the September 28th birthday, and please don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell, and please tell me if today is your birthday in the comments below. Thank you, you wonderful people, and join me tomorrow on the next episode of Adam's Birthday Book for September 29th.